of money, but I still finished.
Absolute menace running as much as you did. I can't believe you. But speaking of menaces, we are going to our
That was a
final
good
kit.
one.
Thank you. We're going to go to our final kit here, and that is due to the Des Moines Menace and what I have dubbed the Red Prism kit. Now, this one is a solid kit, and honestly, I'm happy Olive New York is getting into the kit game. I think I said this last year when they released some kits. I think it was for them as well.
Yeah.
I'm happy
They've
they're
been
actually,
with Des Moines for a little bit now,
yeah,
and I
and I'm
really wish I got the Flaming Hot Cheeto kit.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that now. But like, I'm just happy that they're starting to branch out into the professional four-way, and I'm starting to see more independent, smaller brands pop into the USL landscape. I'm talking about our friends at Equip there, Olive and York, Diaza, Capelli, Admiral, Stimulus. Like, I love this all across the league. It's not just Adidas, Puma, or Nike, Hummel. Even Hummel's even getting to that point where it's
Yeah,
a big brand. In the US, it's yeah. So I'm happy to see that. Now, however, before we rate this kit, I actually like the away kit better because it has white. There's my sucker for a white kit come out. But that's not why we're here. It's not why we're here. So, thoughts. Do you want to go first on this kit?
yeah, yeah. I chose this kit.
No, you
One,
didn't. Wait, did you? Oh, you did.
yeah, yeah, punk.
Yeah,
Coming
you.
at, I wanted to do this one and the Charlotte one.
No.
And you did forward, or is this my fan vote one? Yeah,
This is
this
your
was
pick on
my
fan
fan
vote.
vote one.
Yes. So
Yeah,
this was fan vote number 2.
Sarasota,
Yes.
Sarasota, and Charlotte.
Yes. So yeah. So if you didn't realize tonight, we had 2 fan votes. This Des Moines Menace Red Prism kit, and then the Indy 11 Racing Indy kit. So those were our 2 fan votes. So
Yeah.
carry on.
So Des Moines. Um, First of all, I'm excited because they're coming up to St. Louis at the end of May, and that's cool. So hopefully, I get a chance to go see them.
Maybe.
Hoping my wife will let me out. But design and aesthetics, I'll be honest, it's kind of busy. I did give it a 3. You know, it gives you that cool classic '90s look, but this is the part of the '90s that was a little too much at points, and so that part gave it a 3. But otherwise, authenticity and tradition, though, this one I gave a 4 because I feel like the Menace keeps doing stuff like this and keeps coming out with old school looking stuff. Like they even changed their badge to the screaming soccer ball.
They're leaning into the 90s.
Yeah,
Like if
like this
there's
is what
one
Richmond should have been doing.
if there's one team that I know of right now in the USL who is leaning into the 90s persona, it's Des Moines.
Yeah,
They're leaning to be that 1990s team at this point. And
I mean, look at the players that they're.
yeah, they were in their primes in the 90s.
Yeah, what now? Bradley Wright Phillips. No, I'm hoping. Like I'm pretty sure that they only signed them for the cup.
Yes, that's yeah, that's.
But I was really hoping like maybe they can come down to St. Louis too and get the everybody. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I know it's not going to happen. But here's hoping. Visual details and execution though, I feel like it hit hard. They got what they got and they just threw it at you. So that was a 5 for me because I think it's the execution part of it more gave it that 5.
Yeah.
Innovation and impact, it's a 4. It's unique. It's interesting. I don't know if it's going to get further than that though. I feel like the impact, is it going to keep going like this? Maybe, but I don't know. Next year they're probably going to just do something completely different. So Actually, you've already seen their Pride kits come out, and they're nothing like this at all. So
Nope. Nor
the
their
4 new, because they have the United Against Racism kits too.
yes. So they released 2 player kits and 2 goalkeeper kits,
Yeah.
which solid. Love to see it. More kits, more for us to talk about. So, yeah. So Bots, that from you is a 4.0, which I
Yeah.
think is a pretty solid score for
Pretty
this
solid.
team. I'm a little bit harsher, as I usually am here on the show. If you look at the rankings for the entire season, Bots is a 3.56. I'm a 3.44. So if you've been following along, that kind of made sense. But when it comes to design and aesthetics, this just doesn't fully vibe with me. This is a 3 for me. I like what they're doing with the collar. I like how it has that what is it? Like they're like the pattern that's on the cuffs is also on the collar. I do like that. And I think it does look good. I still like the white better. I think the black is just way too 90s. I think you nailed it on the head. It's a lot of people like the 90s kits because they were probably growing up in that age during that era. Um, I was just born late in the 90s and I never liked the style of the 90s
Yeah.
for that reason. So I didn't like that, but it's authenticity, it's tradition at this point. They have a red kit. It's fun. It's that old school vibe. It is what I come to expect from Des Moines. So I give it a 4 there. When it comes to that, its visual details and execution, as I said, it's kind of busy. It's not my full style, but I do like the details on the collar and the cuff. So I give it a solid 3. It's a solid 3 there, with finally the innovation being a 3, because I kind of forgot about this kit. So until Fox brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a 3.25 for me, I think, overall. With what they're doing, given they kind of done this a few times with this kind of older school vibe. I don't know how much impact that would even have. It's a little bit limited. Just I think if you're gonna miss out this year, they'll probably release something similar-ish next year. Especially for a home kit. So this is a 3.25 for me. This is a 3.63 overall for the team here tonight. However, that's not the highlight of tonight's this kit though. The highlight of this kit here is that we have KitSZN history tonight. For once, a team's kit value when it comes to should you buy this is higher than the price itself. And this is at full sale value. So the kit value for this Des Moines kit is a 65.91 with the retail price being $55.
And I feel like the best part is you can get this kit with some of the MLS's most like top tier players historically. Like you can get a Bradley Wright Phillips jersey, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's like much different than 55. Maybe it's $60 or something like that. Maybe 65. Like they're not, like I like getting names and numbers on the back of jerseys now because I feel like one, you could tell a story like, oh, this is my favorite player. Two, a lot of the top
It's 60,
faces
by the way.
is 60. Yeah, like I would rather throw down the $5. Let's hear. I'm gonna put 60 in that real quick. It's still 60.42.
It's still higher.
It's still higher, about 42 cents. So like I would rather get my name and number on the back, not my name, but like a player's name and number. Because one, a lot of teams have different fonts and brandings that they use. Some of them have different like logos. We were looking at one that had like a dragon and the numbers and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
stuff like that, or like I know Man City keeps coming out with like their special fonts for different competitions. So stuff like that, I think is really cool. So like to get like a big name player, with the name and number on the back, like even if they get traded, there's still that player. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to buy a Miami jersey unless it has Messi on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just going to buy a regular
I
Inter
mean,
Miami jersey for no reason. It has to have Messi.
I am a sicko, and I'll buy a kit for basically any team at this point. I have a weird obsession.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
me, though.
I'm sending you kids from Indonesia. Like,
Indonesia.
I don't even know why I pronounced it that way. I said it really wrong. But like, I found these kits on, again, classic football kits or classic football shirts, sorry, and from Indonesia, and they're like $35, and they're just full art. They're just pure art. They're beautiful. But yeah, for $55 or $60, this is an easy pickup for me. And all of New York does make a good jersey. Like, they made ours for the USL show.
They did. I also have I also have two Biscayne Bay kits. You know, the historical Miami team. Not historical. The fictional Miami team down there in Biscayne Bay. I also have the Chubby Pigeons as well.
The chubby.
So you're doing some solid quality, and I'm gonna just reiterate this one more time. The kit value is higher than what you will pay. That is as if you're gambling and you're going to at least make more money, guaranteed. If you're looking for value, not any loyalty to a team, but for value, this is an automatic home run. Like, I don't know if we didn't rate this high. If this would have been high,
didn't get a good score.
It's a 3.6.
I mean, it's 3.6. It's a good score. I'm not saying it's a bad score.
No,
but the Richmond got the exact same score actually,
and it's a 40, and it's a 40 value
versus the 65 value.
Half. Yeah, so you could buy this. And probably another kit if you find like some last year's kits on sale for like $20. And you'll be swimming home. So this is crazy good value. I think we've had higher value kits. I think there's been one. But when it comes to relativeness to its price, this is crazy. This is definitely something I am going to pick up because this is cheap. It's going to be the white one, but I'm going to pick it up at some point. This is too good of a deal.
Yeah.